I request you to pause for the next few seconds and look at this image that I'm presenting on my screen closely. What do you see in this image? Some of you might say a desert. Some of you might see a woman walking alone, wearing a veil, a covered identity. Well, my association with this image is of tears of strength I cried for the first time as a teenage girl. This woman walking alone became a character I started connecting with. I saw in her a woman on a lonely, difficult path, carrying generations of expectations on her shoulders. A woman wrapped not just in fabric, but in rules. Rules about how far she can walk, how loudly she can talk, and how much she can dream. And yet, look closely. She is walking forward, wearing heels through a desert. This image held a story for me long before I had the words for it. My name is Neha Gujjar, quite an ordinary name in the Indian context, but a surname that carries the heavy weight of caste identity. I come from a Rajasthani family where I have witnessed dreams of women quietly murdered under the pressure of early marriage, mobility restrictions, and societal expectations. So that's where I'm coming from as I speak to you today. I've seen brilliance shrink into silence. I've seen potential negotiated down to adjustment as a woman. And somewhere between watching those dreams fade and reading stories like Layla's in A Thousand Splendid Suns from Khalid Hosseini, whose cover photo I just showed you at the beginning of this video, something shifted in me. I realized this. Marriage can wait, education cannot. A dialogue which was a part of the book and very much my reality. Because when a woman is denied education, her questions are silenced. Her ambition is disciplined into obedience. Her wings are butchered, and her freedom becomes a privilege she must ask permission for. This realization fueled my approach as a teacher in the classroom I entered as a Teach for India Fellow in 2015. I walked alongside 45 young minds, girls and boys who dream bigger and equal today. 10 years later, as they spread their wings, this ordinary girl goes from village to village across India to build a nation where no more wings are being butchered. And in every context, from Mumbai slums to villages in Haryana, I have met girls walking their own desert. Some with wheels, some without them. All carrying invisible weights. And all needing one thing, someone to believe that their education cannot wait. Patriarchy doesn't disappear at the school gate. When women enter education as teachers, leaders, counselors, policy designers, founders of organizations that support women and girl child and children, all of them, something powerful shifts. We don't just teach subjects, we expand possibilities. I remember during my fellowship with Teach for India, one afternoon, a 12-year-old girl, let's call her Yagini, stopped coming to school. She didn't turn up that day. And when I called home, her mother said she won't come to school anymore. We will get her married. She has spoiled our name. And as I heard that, I had a lot of questions and I inquired more, and I learned that she had made a male friend and was chatting with him on social media. That was enough to trigger the conversation about marriage at her home. But when I spoke to Yagini, she said, Didi, I have so much to learn, so much I want to do that we've been discussing about. I don't intend to do anything beyond just being friends with this boy, and it's pretty normal in our co-ed school to do that. After that, it took hours of counseling, conversations with her mother and grandmother. Today, Yagini is in her final year of graduation, and she also teaches many other children in her slum community. What changed her story? A group of women believing in her and walking that path with her. Let me take you back to the woman that we spoke about, and this time with the book title page as well. When we began, I asked you what you see: a lonely path, a woman in a wheel, a desert, and many other things that we all discussed. But now, after everything we've spoken about, I want you to look at this image again. Look at her posture. She's not bent, she's not begging, she's not waiting, she's walking forward through heat, through resistance, through generations of silence. And maybe the wheel is not hiding her, maybe it's shielding a fire in her. Because here is what I have learned from the classrooms of Mumbai to villages of Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Tamil Nadu, and from my own Rajasthani household. Women are not fragile. They are restrained. And restraint is not destiny. It's a design which can be redesigned. Education is that redesign. Education is that redesign where a girl lifts her head, where a family pauses a marriage. Education is that redesign where a village sees a woman earn, where a society realizes it cannot move forward by keeping half of its very important population behind. So this Women's Day, I just don't want to celebrate women. I want to build this journey of education for women in India with you. I want more women in classrooms. I would like to see more women like you, like your mothers and sisters and friends leading schools, more women designing policies, more women refusing to shrink. And through this journey, maybe one day, when a young girl sees this image, she won't see loneliness. She will see possibility. Possibility so that she just doesn't have to walk alone through the desert. She will build the path for many to walk alongside her. Thank you and happy Women's Day.